Namaste. I'm Shashi Sarda from the Yoga Institute. Today we're going to talk about 4 agreements. What are these agreements? Well, all our life we keep making agreements with our social life, with our personal life, parents, siblings, friends, and teachers, everybody. All these agreements that we keep making through our life make our belief system. Beliefs, whatever this should be, this is the right one, this is the wrong one, this is how it should be, this is what it should be. All these beliefs get made with all the agreements, all the experiences that we have throughout our life. So there's a beautiful book called The 4 Agreements, which discusses a set of principles by Don Miguel. Let's understand what these 4 agreements are and how they are applicable to our daily lives to make our life a happier, healthier place. The first agreement, be impeccable with your words. What do we mean by that? We are what we speak. Our words shape our personality. So if we speak good words, positive words, humbling words, we become humble. If we speak words which are demeaning, in anger, we become angry personality. We are interacting throughout the day with every single person through the power of words. So be very cautious of what you're using. When you're talking to yourself, be very cautious of the words that you're using. When you're talking to someone else, be cautious of words you're using. It's the words which shape our personality. So by the principle or the first agreement, be impeccable with your words, Don Miguel probably wants to tell us that be very cautious. Understand what you're talking, talk the right words, create the right energy, and automatically that positivity will be felt inside. Agreement 2. The second agreement. Don't take everything personally. What do we mean by that? In today's world and society, everything is about me and myself. Whatever the other person has to speak has to resonate with me. If you want to speak nice things, I feel happy. If you don't speak nice things, I feel unhappy. So if somebody has made a remark on you, we get hurt. We take it very personally, without understanding that the other person may have a belief system which according to him or her makes him or her think that way. So it's very important to understand that why every remark has to be taken personally. Whatever everybody is saying outside does not mean that you are that person. The reason being, we are not confident about ourselves. We are just too driven by what the world and the society thinks of us. And that's why everything is taken personally very, very fast. We get hurt fast, we get demotivated fast, we always feel pulled down very fast. It's very important to empower ourselves. The more we empower ourselves, the more resistant we become to the outside world, outside words. So it's very important to not take everything personally, rather empower yourself so that you can resist from the external negativity. Third agreement, don't make assumptions. In this fast-paced life, it's very easy to assume very fast. Most of the time, without even understanding what the fact of the matter is or what the truth of the situation is, we make assumptions. If someone doesn't turn up on time, we make an assumption immediately that that person does not respect time. We do not give ourselves that time, the space and the bandwidth to put ourselves in the other person's shoe for those few moments and then look at the situation from their side. It's very, very easy to make assumptions, and most of the time we struggle. We are always in anger or resentment because of the assumptions that we make. So many times we don't voice our opinion, we don't voice our interest, our desires, and we expect the other person to understand it on its own. And then when the other person does not understand, we again start assuming that the other person probably does not respect you or does not love you. So stop making assumptions. Whatever you need, whatever you desire, openly speak up. Have that communication open. Do not wait for the other person to assume or to think like how you are thinking. No two brains are cloned. So definitely nobody can think the way you are thinking. And similarly, you also do not have the power to think how the other person is thinking. So let's stop making assumptions and let's start approaching people to have a free flow of conversation. So we know exactly what the other person desires or thinks, and you can put forth of what you desire and think of the situation. And the fourth agreement, always do your best. That's the only thing that's in your hand. The only thing that you can do is do your best. As in Karma Yoga, they say, do your karmas and don't think about the result. The only thing in your hand is to do your best. So do not resist from doing that. Do the maximum that you can and then leave it to the rest. After putting your best efforts, do not leave any room for expectations. Most of the time, we do our best and still we expect that we could have done better, we could have done lesser, etc., etc. Don't keep any room for any more expectations. Do the best that you can in the scenario that you are and then leave it completely. Surrendering the job is more important than doing the job. So keeping any kind of expectations inside you will only demotivate you, only drain you down. So the best thing that you can do is just do your best and leave the rest. Hope you practice the 4 agreements as mentioned in the book and see the positive effects of the same trickling down in your daily routine and life. Thank you. Namaste.